So last week I ended the filming on Friday, I think, because I started to have issues with the Osmo. I think I explained that the SD card was malfunctioning and I had to format it, but then I formatted it incorrectly and then it wouldn't work at all. And I've only literally just now, minutes ago, reformatted it, and now it appears to be working just fine. So that's good. Just in time for Monday. So this week I think it's going to be busy. So today I have nail clients. Tomorrow I have nail clients. Wednesday we were planning to go to La Perle, the holiday complex that we're working with this summer. Unfortunately, haven't had a huge amount of movement in terms of finalising that Wednesday. Obviously, when you're working at a holiday complex, you need solid, collaboration and communication with the managers, because if you're filming like the interior of the holiday homes and cottages, you need to make sure that there's no one there. We haven't had any confirmation as to whether Wednesday is going to work. If it doesn't, we're going to have to go up there and get something done, I think, because Mark and Kath are so busy with other filming work and with the house that these really are just snatched days in the week that we're just trying to get something done there. This Saturday is the Fête de la Musique in Domme, and so we'll be there. It's going to be part of their lifestyle video to showcase the surrounding area. You know, let your guests see what's local to them, what kind of excursions they can enjoy, sightseeing opportunities. Showcasing that is quite useful for attracting the guests that you want. So that's all going to be featured in the lifestyle video. The weather is glorious all this week. In fact, as far forward as the forecast goes, it's stunning. So hopefully there'll be nothing holding us back once we get the green light from the venue. I'm going to go. I've got a manicure client first, then a manicure and a pedicure client. And then I am with Millie this afternoon, getting some bits and pieces done. So yeah, gotta go. Oh, good afternoon. We are in Bonaguil and we've just been having a little look round. It's a fortified town with an amazing castle at the top. It's not like Biron, much of it is in ruins still, but there's loads of really cool signs sort of explaining the castle's origins. And apparently Lawrence of Arabia came here in 1908 and wrote about Bonaguil and how beautiful it was. Who knew? It's very hot. It's a very hot day, but we're just doing a little bit of exploring.
I'm quite happy.
Beautiful. Aren't amber bracelets meant to be good for nausea?
Oh.
That's why they're for children. They help with like car sickness and stuff.
I've never heard of that.
If so, I ought to get like a set up to my elbow.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. So sparkly.
Yeah.
It really is sparkly.
Is it tourmaline? Is it because it's got the green and the purple? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think it's an amethyst, is it? Because I see blue. Oh, look at this.
I love that.
And a polar bear. Guys, it's Tuesday. I was not well yesterday. Got home from Bonaguil. I was just feeling so tired, and I had this headache most of the day. Wasn't helped when I do pedicures. I'm bent quite low and it can hurt like my back and my neck. So I went to bed at 5 and I've literally just gotten up and it's 7:30. I was really not very well. With me, when I get migraines like that, I know I have to just go to bed, and even the next day it's still there, but it's going. So I know that today my main task is drinking loads of water and, yeah, drinking water. That's one of my biggest problems. I don't drink enough. But I've woken up to quite a surprise because the farmers have been and cut the field next door. I told them they could because it's feed for the animals. It looks so neat, doesn't it? That saves us so much money, that, and time. Hello, Remy. You okay, Baba? Where have you been all night? Have you been in there catching mice? So, what I've been trying to do is sort out the cars, because now that we have the douane paperwork, I now need to go to the ANTS and get the car registered, basically. And I thought I could do this online. I went through the steps and it turns out that you can't, not in our department at least. You have to go and see someone. So I've tried to get through to a France services place to do that, and they just don't pick up the phone. So I think what I'm going to have to do later is just go up there into Montflanken, because I know that they have a France services there. It's just on my mind to get this done now. We've just renewed our car insurance again for another 3 months, but soon we will no longer be able to do that. We will have to, well, if we can't get car insurance, we won't have any cars to drive. So it's imperative that I get this done soon. Apparently when you start it, it's fairly straightforward, but we shall see. So I hope you can hear me because it's windy. I thought, oh, I'll just make sure, because I noticed that the farmer had been careful not to run over the fig tree and the rosemary bush, and then I was like, oh my word, what about the olive tree? Olive is no more. It got completely severed. Oh, I'm gutted because I knew I should have dug it up with the other one and put it on the terrace, and I didn't. There's probably nothing I can do with that either. Plant people, is there anything I can do? Is there a remedy to this? R.I.P. olive tree. And I've got the blooming fig tree I don't need, and the rosemary bush I don't need. But the olive tree that I actually quite liked is no more. Hello, you. Oh, little boy. You little baby boy. Are you little baby?
There's like 3 that I like at the moment.
Why don't you give us 3 then?
Going back to basics, vent is wind. You can remember that because you shut a vent to keep the wind out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Promenade is a word for walking. And when you go on a ship like the Titanic, they have a promenade deck for walking.
Very good.
So these are all English crossover words that we've adopted in English from French.
Yep.
And I said to a girl in the shop yesterday when I was buying some hosepipe, gâteau for a knife, and she went, no, because it was a utility knife. Because you really weren't French.
Couteau.
No, couteau was a knife. Couteau. It's like a knife. It's like a utility
Sounds
knife.
like knife in Yorkshire. Couteau.
Aye.
It's Wednesday and it's the day of our shoot in Domme. So I've driven to Mark and Cass and we're just loading up the car. We're being paid for all the staging, so there's more stuff to bring. Cass ready with her camera?
Just a little one.
And there's Mark. He's got all of his video equipment and drones. So yeah, and it's a glorious day. So we're doing walkthroughs today, which I don't know if I've explained on here. So a walkthrough, it's very popular in the States actually, when you're selling real estate or showcasing a holiday home, and it features a person. So instead of it just being a video of the interiors of a house, there's a person sort of introducing the property and walking you through, pointing out different features. So it's really good for holiday homes, especially holiday homes that have really put the effort in and thought of a lot of different amenities, and they really want to showcase those. So that's what we're doing. This place has 19 separate apartments, so we can't do them all in one day. So we've just got 4 today, and obviously it kind of depends on availability too. So yeah, that's it. So it's about, I think, an hour to Domme, and it's really hot, but thankfully Kath and Mark's car is air conditioned. Have you brought plenty of water?
No, but we can get some there, it's not a problem. I've got enough for a few hours to keep us going.
Mark got a little bit toasted last week, didn't you?
I did. Went to Aragon to watch the MotoGP and we got a little bit fried, but it's okay.
I think
Worth it.
I bought some electrolytes last week, you know, for like water, they replenish your minerals, so it's better for you so that you can absorb the water, but I've forgotten those. I think we'll be inside.
So do you look at the screen or do you look at the camera,
When
Sarah?
I've got my sunglasses on, I look at the screen to make sure I'm still in shot. I've stopped doing this as well. Mark watched last week's vlog and said, you know, you need to pull that. Your arm needs
at arm's length because we're looking up your nostrils.
See all 5 of your chins. No, he didn't say that, but yeah, he did say you know, you could do for a little bit more scope. So I think we're done with the staging, are we?
Can we eat it yet? Can we drink it yet?
Yeah, eating the props is like the best bit.
Apart from do not eat the bread. I bought that Friday and today we're Wednesday.
Nice.
Dried them out.
Little
so I can use
crunchy.
them all week.
Guys, look at this apartment. Breakfast with a view, hey? And even space to have a chillax on a sun lounger. Yeah. So we've done one apartment. It's taken us longer than we thought. Sorry, I'm talking to the camera. Yeah, it's taken us longer than we thought because we're sort of getting to know the apartments as we find them. And so, yeah, and it's also insanely hot. There is aircon, but obviously we've had the big bifold doors open. So, yeah. Anyway, done in room 1. Kath's just been doing a little bit of photography. And we're moving next door now to shoot that apartment. Honestly, I can't tell you. If you can book a stay here, do it. It's so gorgeous. I'm here and thinking, oh, I wish I could stay here. It's so lovely, honestly. I think what we're going to do now is probably go and get maybe a bite to eat or a coffee. It's a really good thing that we got this apartment done in the time we did because the guests are turning up in like 40 minutes. So we had to like get through it as quickly as we can. With these apartments, it's like any holiday complex. There's the same stuff in each. So once you've gone through it once, they're all...
I've been told to move.
Oh.
I'm getting in the shot.
Mark, in the way? Never.
Hey, camera on camera.
Yes! They've been working
do it.
together today as a team. Hey!
I'm recording you, recording me.
Actually, you know what it looks like? It looks a bit like Wally. You know what I mean?
Who does me?
No. No, the camera. You know, the Pixar.
Oh, yeah.
They do. Are you done? Time to pack up. honest. I mean, not in a bad way. And I mean, to say that this is work is just insane, isn't it? But yeah, we've worked really hard today.
Come on, Sarah Lee, I'm cooking our tea. Come on.
What we're doing, moving all of this stuff back up to the other room?
I had a really good shot, but...
Oh, right.
Oh, I just stubbed my toe.
Oh no!
Good morning. It is the morning after the day before. Oh, yesterday was fantastic, but it was very, very full on. I think we were all so tired. Literally came home and ate. We had more to do in the evening, but yeah, by the time it was bedtime, we were just like dead in the water. Did have time for a swim though, because it was so hot yesterday. Yesterday felt to me like a real pinch me moment. Like 10 months ago, I was living in Chippenham, working in Chippenham, and my life here was still a hypothetical, especially at that point. I mean, we hadn't even done our first visa application yet. It was all, a year ago, it was all still pending. Had no idea the nightmare that was about to hit us. And yesterday, I'm a very emotional person, but I was stood there looking at this view from La Pearl, working with Kath and Mark, working with my family, which is great, and we work really well together. There's never any weirdness there. I know sometimes if you work with people that you're close to, it can end in tears because you're just a little bit too close for comfort, but it's not like that at all. I think we just work very, very well together. And so we enjoy that time. So to think that was work, I did a reel, and it was like, 10 months ago I moved to France, and now my work days look like this. I don't know, I just feel very, very overwhelmed with gratitude and happiness that we did what we did when we did. I just think we've been incredibly fortunate. So I just thought I would touch base with you on that yesterday was fantastic. I loved it. Today I have some work to do this morning. I need to send off some bridal quotes. I have a meeting at the bank at 11 to finish off opening our pro accounts, which was explained to us is pretty much mandatory from the tax man's perspective. So it's quite a chilled day. So I could hear a load of noise happening this morning while I was waking up. This is why. The farmer has been and created Swiss rolls out of the grass. And I believe he only made the one. You think that massive, massive field. Oh no, 2. Remy's already found a use for it, look. What do you have? Oh, you don't have anything, do you? What are you doing here? Oh, dirty boy. Is this your new favourite place? He loves the Swiss roll. Yes, I'm running late. What can I say? I rang my auntie and had a lovely chat with her. And I was multitasking because at any point I could have started getting ready because I had headphones in. But I did not. Anyway, both cats are out and seem to be very happy. So I am headed to La Banque. There, Ferme. Right, off I go. Just got out of the bank and it was a success. There wasn't really a huge amount to do. I've opened my professional account, Leon has his, and the other thing that she wanted to talk to us about was insurance. Mine and Leon's trades are not réglementés. However, any job has its hazards and therefore you can buy insurance. Now, I was under the impression that it wasn't mandatory here in France, and so I haven't looked into insurance for either of us. But the lady at the bank, she said, yeah, it's not obligatory, but it would be, what's the word? It wouldn't be very astute to work without it. in case you had any issues with any clients, if Leon knocked an expensive painting off a wall at a job, or if I cut someone and they got an infection in their toe. I mean, like any number of different possibilities. And so she's quoted me. So the quote for me was €12 a month, which I thought was fairly reasonable. And then for Leon, she couldn't do his because he wasn't with me. And she can only process certain professions for insurance. So we're going to have another little meeting with her. But she's so nice. She's like, to save you coming back, let's organise a call and we can do it over the phone with Leon. And if you're present, then there's no worry with the language. So that's what we're going to do next Tuesday after we're done with work. So long story short, always ask about insurance, and if you're in construction, then you need a decennale and you need to do plenty of research on that because it costs quite a lot of money. Okay, I'm going to go to Intermarché, put fuel in the car and get some groceries. Alright, babe.
Yeah? I haven't got my mic on, so you won't hear me very well, but...
I haven't got a mic on.
One of my viewers recognises this hat.
Oh, yeah.
Leave a comment.
We're in Domme this evening for the music festival. Well, Fête de la Musique, but it's pretty quiet at the minute. It's literally like one speaker. Do you think the real event's around the corner?
I don't know.
There we are. It's the one speaker. Roasting. It's not over, it's 100 degrees.
Fahrenheit.
Well, yeah, if it was 100 degrees centigrade, we'd all be dead. But yeah, 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Cannelés. Do you guys know what cannelés are? It's like a caramel treat and you serve it with like creme anglaise. In fact, Mark and Kath brought some to the house yesterday, didn't you? Cannelés. Oh, a flowering wisteria. From the hat shop, babe?
Because a really good friend gave me his.
Ah.
And his words
Does he know
were...
he's given you or did you like forget it when you left?
No.
Yeah, it was a real gift. Not one of those, I lent it to you gifts. No. Travelling so much. Probably for characters. Bisou, bisou.
Waiting on our beers.
A second.
How many of those have you had?
None. One. First.
Very nice. What are you going to get? Moule frites?
I'm going to get mule frites. Yeah.
Moule frites. Mark's getting...
I get a burger. Mules are a bit messy.
Oh, I love mules.
Yeah, get all the fish juice on his Osmo camera. Pocket 3 becomes the fishy 3.
The fishy. And you're down with the fishies.
Liberty, equality, fraternity.
Get yourself some frites then.
I am going to. Not right now. I'll be
Oh, wow.
Really busy. Let's see.
We live here.
I'm going to take a run. How far is this from my house? 1 hour?
Yep.
Take a panoramic little video.
So that there is the river that we've canoed down many a time. You can see it snake down up here, down there, round, down below us, and then off up into the distance. Oh, I love this country. I really do. It's like a love affair that's reignited. I'm just in love with it. Oh, big thank you to the French government for letting me stay for almost a year. I am very, very grateful. Long may it continue. Are you happy, Mr. Pierce?
Hot, but I'm happy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you glad that we did our dream and moved over here?
Well, I have a beautiful wife in a beautiful country.
Aww. I love being here with you.
It's very hot in that black dress.
I'm actually not too bad.
Call to the mountains sitting across the bay. Morning comes always steadier than yesterday. I'll take the stillness as a sign to write a song about things we've done and the things still to come.
Hi guys, it's Sunday and it's been such a busy week. The music festival yesterday was fantastic. We all had a great time. It wasn't what we expected. There were not as many people there as we thought there would be, but it was still nice and we had a lot of fun. I think it was just nice to spend time with friends, and we had a house guest this weekend, our friend Jerry, and he's been a family friend for many years and he lives locally, so he came to stay with us and that was really nice. Let me sit down and I'll just update you with what's happening admin wise. So, admin update. I have the paperwork from the customs for both vehicles, but I haven't yet started the official registration with ANTS, and that's how you get your carte grise or your V5 document. It's kind of like the V5 equivalent. I sent off the application form that you'll have seen in last week's vlog. I sent that off in the post for Leon's assurance maladie. It was like the final little thing that they needed, and it was his photo, basically. I think it was a photo and some ID. So in theory, we should be getting his carte vitale anytime, hopefully this week. That would be fantastic. I heard back from the prefecture and they sent me all of the forms that we're going to need to apply for our titre de séjour. There were 3 forms in the email. The first one was the actual application form, and that had a load of checkboxes to tick and space to fill out our name, date of birth, blah, 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 and space for a photo. The second document was, now it has an official name and I will try and remember it and put it in the description box below, but it was a document whereby you sign it and you say that you will be a good citizen in France. The third document is a list of documents that you are going to need with regard to your business, to show that your business has been set up, that you have a SIRIT number. So knowing that I have those documents is good, because it means when the time comes, we can apply in our department for our prefecture, which is Agen. For our visa type, they're not currently accepting online applications for the titre de séjour. You have to send the documents in either by courier, recorded delivery, or you can deliver them yourself, I believe. That's kind of where we're at with the admin. So everything's shaping up well. I think It's difficult to explain. I think for me, the pre-application jitters are setting in. I'm starting to feel quite anxious. Leon, on the other hand, is cool as a cucumber. Normally, I'm the one with a more level head. I can cope with sort of more emotional pressure, whereas Leon, he would describe himself as an overthinker, and I'm not typically like that. But in recent years, recent months, the roles are sort of a bit conflated. It's difficult to tell who's who anymore. And so I can feel it already. I think that we've done so well, you know, our first year here, we've done amazing. I can't believe how fortunate we've been, and some of it isn't down to us. I know they say that life is what you make it, and it is, but we've had opportunities come our way that, I mean, it's just been incredible. And the help that we've received from our family and friends, both here and back in the UK, we are just like overwhelmed with gratitude. So it's not down to us. I do need to get on with things though. I need to start putting together our application for the titre de séjour, because we can officially apply for that next week. You can apply no more than 4 months before the expiry, but no less than 2 months. So the next 2 months are our window where we need to get that application made. Because my work is really picking up with weddings in the next 2 months, I don't want to apply too early, because I want to show that my earnings have increased quite a bit in the last few months, because I feel like that will all help my case to stay. So I need to get the timing just right. I just want to say thanks so much for watching this episode of France Unfiltered. We release videos every Friday at 9 AM and we share all aspects of our life here in France, including the good and the bad and the admin. You can also follow us on Instagram. If you visit Instagram and look us up, we are France_unfiltered. I'll put it on the screen. And that's a lot more chilled and relaxed. I'll share little snippets throughout the day of what we're up to, little posts. It's not as intentional as YouTube. There's no fancy microphone or fancy camera. And it's a little bit more spur of the moment. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, and like this video if you enjoyed it. And of course, leave us a comment. We love chatting to you guys in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you next week. Take care.